How's your Vegas experience been so far? International Fight Week, this whole deal.
Oh, I've been just enjoying the ride, man. It's a cool experience. Biggest fight week of the year. Got the crazy good fight card the day after my fight. So I just been taking it all in.
Did being on the show with Stipe and DC maybe help you with some predictions for that fight on Saturday night? Any idea who's going to take it?
It's such a good fight. I mean, it could go either way. I'm pulling for my coach, obviously, you know. But I definitely think Stipe's got a little bit of an advantage. He's a big dude. He packs a punch. He's another animal that DC's going to be fighting. I mean, DC's fought the best in the world at 205, you know, and I just think this is a whole different level.
Have you spoken to Stipe since the show at all? Has he imparted some knowledge on you since?
Yeah, I did. I bumped into him in the hallway going back to my hotel room. He was talking really fast. You know how he is. So, I mean, I caught like half the conversation. But he was checking in on me, seeing I was okay, if I needed anything. He's always been super helpful. So he's a cool dude.
What was your relationship with Joe like on the show? Like, were you guys cool? Or what was like?
Yeah, we were cool. We had no bad blood, nothing like that. You know, I could live with him. He could live with me. You know, we were just there in the house doing our thing. You know, nothing crazy.
What do you make of him as an opponent?
I think he's a great opponent. He's there for a reason. You know, we're all there for a reason, and he's performed great on the show. Finished both his fights in the first round, so I'm excited for the test, and I'm just gonna go in there and do my thing.
When you're watching somebody like that, you know, over a long period of time, like how much are you able to really pick apart and analyze what they do in their game, or do you think that would even be part of what he brings to the table in this fight?
Honestly, you know, I don't really watch too much film, to be honest. I might watch a little bit of clips here and there, but I really focus on what I'm going to do, and I try and enforce my game so they have to worry about what I'm doing and not vice versa.
What was the hardest part for you about being on the show, kind of, you know, secluded and away from everything?
Not being able to talk to my girlfriend, my family, you know, at least check up on everybody, see how they're doing, tell them how I'm doing. But other than that, like not having a phone and stuff was good. It was kind of like a vacation away from social media and all that craziness, so I enjoyed it.
Did you watch the show back while it was airing every week?
Yeah, no, I watched the whole thing, and it was really cool. You know, they did leave out a lot of stuff. You know, there was a lot of things that the cameras didn't put on there that you guys didn't see. But say it again?
Like what?
Just like little things. Like I would cook a lot for the house. You know, after some of the guys on my team would weigh in, you know, they'd ask me to make them something, like make a big baked ziti or lasagna, some brownies. You know, I would make tons of stuff. People kept asking me in the house, like, "Oh, can you make me this after I weigh in? Can you make me this?" And I was like a chef in the house, but they didn't show any of that.
Any dramatic moments maybe we didn't catch?
No, I mean, there was some drama here and there, but all the drama that was in the house, they showed. You know, there really wasn't much drama. Everyone was super professional. So we were all there for business, and we all knew that. So there's no reason to argue in the house and cause drama because we all were going to end up fighting anyway. So.
You guys were in Brooklyn together. Was it weird doing media and not being able to tell people?
I didn't even know he was coming, and I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird not being able to like say how everything went because I really wanted to just shout to the world like, "Yo, I'm in the finale, like it's awesome," you know. But it was tough. But again, I don't get weirded out by being next to my opponent or any of that stuff. You know, I don't really get affected by trash talk. You know, we're gonna fight at some point anyways, lined up. You know, I just save it for the cage.
Having now gone through it, did the experience meet up with your expectations beforehand going into it?
Actually, no. I thought it was going to be a lot harder, like being away from everybody. And I was actually really surprised that there wasn't as many pranks as there was in like past seasons. So I was really happy with the fact that everyone was very respectful of everyone's space. You know, no one messed with anyone's stuff. You know, their food. Everyone was really good that way. So that was like a sigh of relief.
Having come out the other side, is that something you'd be willing to do again now, or is it a one-off and you never would?
No, I mean, if they told me, yeah, you can have your phone, then maybe I'd do it again. But it's a one-time thing. It was a great experience. I would recommend it for anyone else who wanted to further in their career. But no, I'm one and done.
Do you get why people don't like it? Because like when Nate Diaz won, he said like I don't recommend this to anybody.
I don't know. I guess everyone. You know, it affects everyone differently, you know. In my opinion, I think it's a great stepping stone to get your feet wet with the UFC experience. And it's tough, you know, mentally and physically, especially fighting multiple times in a short amount of time. But I definitely think that I would recommend it to anybody else who wants to take it to the next level.
Kind of getting thrown into the deep end and just being around cameras all the time and all of that. Does that prepare you at all for sort of the step you're taking now?
Yeah, I mean, we were being filmed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So at first it was weird having the cameras around all the time, but, you know, eventually we got used to it, and it was kind of like second nature eventually, you know.
You guys might end up being the second to last Ultimate Fighter ever if the show doesn't come back. How would you feel about that? Would you be sad to see it go?
Yeah, I'd be kind of sad. I like watching the shows here and there. I mean, I haven't really watched too many of them. Mostly the ones where I had former teammates on, you know. So, but I mean, I think the Contender Series is a lot easier of an approach to get into the UFC, in my opinion. You don't have to fight 2-3 times, you know. So
Cut away 2-3 times.
yeah, exactly. So I definitely think that the Contender Series is a better approach for getting new talent into the UFC than being gone for 6 weeks and that whole process. You know, it's a long process. It takes a toll. But, I mean, again, if they continue to do it, I would still recommend it. So,
was there something during that process that came as a surprise to you? What was, you know, the biggest surprise going through that process in the Ultimate Fighter?
The biggest surprise was how respectful everybody was. You know, I thought there was going to be pranks. You know, you've seen in past seasons how crazy it got in the house. So, I mean, I was fully prepared to, like, be super guarded with all my stuff, like watching my back, but everything was really cool and easy. So that was a shock to me.
Do you think that's because everyone was going in with undefeated records, and perhaps, you know, the level of professionalism might have been a bit higher than previous seasons, where maybe some people were coming in to make a name rather than necessarily to win?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, everyone, you know, MMA is evolving. Everyone knows that, and I think all the guys on the show, we're all the next generation coming up, and we're all well-rounded. We all have got good striking, good grappling, you know. So I think that in that aspect, everybody knew that everybody was good, and no one really had a chip on their shoulder. Yeah, we had a chip on our shoulder because we're all undefeated, and we want to keep it that way. But it was like there was a professional side to it. You know, it wasn't just like everyone talking smack to each other and getting crazy. So.
What were the immediate kind of days after coming off the show? Because as you said, it took a toll. You know, the weight cuts, fighting, not many times. I'm sure you're very driven and motivated, knowing you had this opportunity, wanting to get back in the gym and, you know, train hard. But did you give yourself like a break to kind of decompress and recover from everything you put yourself through being on the show? Yeah,
absolutely. You know, I mean, we had I think it was like a month in between when they aired the show between my prelim fight and the semifinal fight, but in reality I fought 8 days in between both of them, so I was pretty banged up, especially Gunther having a hard head. So I took like at least a month off of just relaxing, mostly just doing physical therapy, recovering, and I gave myself a little bit of time to like mentally recover as well before getting back into the gym and starting a good training camp for the finale.
And you feel really good now?
Oh, I feel excellent. I'm at the top shape, you know. I'm ready to go. I just want to get in there already.
That 8 days, is that the quickest turnaround you've ever had?
No, actually, when I was an amateur, I fought on a Tuesday. I did boxing, and then Friday I did a Muay Thai fight. So that was the quickest turnaround. But I was good. I didn't get injured at all. So.
Where's the cowboy hat?
You know what? I just put this one on today. I don't know. It's in my room. You'll see more of it.
Recently, I think we saw that the TUF house was for sale for like $5 million. What do you think? Is it worth $5 million?
I mean, we were only allowed the bottom floor, so I didn't even get to see like the second.
You weren't allowed to go upstairs?
No, yeah, I guess they had set up like all like wiring for like the lighting and everything like that. So they told us it was off limits, and they said if anyone goes up there, you're kicked off. So no one went up there. Yeah. But I mean, is it worth $5 million? I mean, I'm not into buying big things like that. Like, I'd rather have smaller houses, but multiple of them all over the place. So I'd have different places I could go and stay. So, and a boat. That's all.
Yeah.
And the top floor that you could actually go to.
Yeah, exactly.